I'm gonna do my intro. See, I'm gonna do this
Okay.
intro. All right, let's see. All right. LDW MMAC, this is your boy, the coach. You're live on the Coaches Show, the Coaches Show live. And boy, I got I got Karina Rodriguez. I got Karina Rodriguez right here. I mean, guys, in person. I can't believe this. I got her. Listen, y'all don't understand. Whenever I get to talk to this fighter, this woman, this fighter, guys, I just have to stand and just really recognize how great of a person and a fighter she really is. Karina, how you doing this evening?
Hi, thank you, Shelton, for having me here. I'm very excited about this interview, and it was a long time since the last time we talked. So I'm very glad. I'm very happy to be in here talking with you again.
Oh man, well thank you. It's a pleasure. It really is a truly pleasure to talk to you again, and and just definitely look at again. Here you are again. You're fighting for the belt.
Yes,
You're
again.
you're fighting for the belt. Now, Karina, I was a little bit salty. Your last fight. Um, I felt like me personally. I thought you won 2 rounds to 1 against Vanessa Porto. I thought you did enough to win the fight. But Karina, these judges. Your thoughts on this whole situation with that fight? Then we'll move on to the future.
Well, that was a very close fight. Some people say she won, some people say I won, but it was a very close fight. It can go either way. I know she's a great fighter. We give the to the fans a very good fight, a very exciting fight. So that's what it's most important to me. So I was happy with the performance. I I wish I could have the other 2 rounds of championship rounds, but I couldn't have it. So, but I'm very glad that I have the opportunity to prove that I am a champion again.
I'm sorry, Karina. I said 2 rounds to 1. I thought you won 3 rounds to 2. My God, it was 5 rounds. See, I can't count. That fight was so good that I lost count of how great it was. It was a great fight. It was a great fight, and I thought it was one of your better performances. I mean, um, you've evolved so much as a fighter, and it's almost like you're still getting better. Like you're fighting better than you was in like your early 20s. Man, Karina, it's just watching you evolve and watching your takedown defense evolve, and then even watching you even on the ground, man. Because I remember when I first saw you fight, you would strike, and it was almost like you wouldn't go to the ground. But it's like now you don't have an issue with that. Like you're comfortable everywhere.
Yes, everybody knows me as a striker, and every fighter that I faced wants to take me to the ground. But I'm always been able to stand up again, and this is something that I am always training. I am always training the striking, the ground game, the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling. Of course, every fighter has something that one a preferred way to fight. I like to strike, but I'm ready for to take the fight wherever it goes. So um, on Friday, I hope that everybody can see other areas that I am evolving, and to prove that I am better in other areas than striking. Like you said, my takedown defense, my stand up game, everything. I want to make it better every time I step on the cage.
Wow. Hey, and you know what? I just have to concur with that. Every time you step into the cage, it's like you're much more dangerous than you were before. Much more dangerous. And you look stronger. You look like incredible. Like I've just been watching you on Instagram. You look strong, like very strong.
Yeah, I feel great. This camp was very complete. Was working on my strength and conditioning, on my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu, and my striking, like always. And like you said, I always feel better and better every camp, and this is not the exception. I feel better than ever for this fight. I We are tomorrow is the weight cut, and I feel like I don't I sometimes I feel a little bit more tired to this when I am this time of the 5 week. But now I feel really really great. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling great, and mentally and physically, I'm great.
Okay, Karina, now of course you got fans and people who watch this channel. We're doing a live stream, so people can ask you questions in real time. That's the format we use. Uh, Now, this is what we call a super chat. A super chat is a monetary, like what people give, they just give it to the fighters. So, hey, Karina, a fan of yours named Alderace George Page, hey, he gave you $5. Hey, listen, $5 American. Hey, there you go. You can take that. Maybe you can, I don't know, drink some coffee or, hey, whatever. But he tipped you $5 American. And, come on, George, she getting ready for a fight. She getting ready for the fight. I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that. But he did ask you a question. He said, now with Pearl Gonzalez in bare knuckle fighting, do you think she'll want to fight for the title again? Huh. Interesting.
Um, that she well, she if she's in another promotion, I don't know. I don't think she's coming back. Maybe, but
Okay.
well, I don't care a lot much what she's doing. I wish her the best in what she's doing, but I don't care.
Y'all, look. Now, look, WMMA Universe. Y'all cannot have Miss Rodriguez sitting here and asking about Pearl Gonzalez. What? Are you serious? That's the competition.
You can ask me from about her if she's my opponent sometime, but right now we are very far away because she's in another promotion in another sport because she's not in MMA anymore. So I don't know where the question is going.
Okay. The question is going nowhere. Scratch. Okay, all
Bye.
right, good.
Next.
I love it. Feisty. I love the feisty Karina Rodriguez. So you're fighting Dana Torquato. Okay, Torquato. Sorry, you're fighting Dana Torquato. All right. So what do you know about your opponent? What are her strengths and what are her weaknesses?
Well, I know she's an striker. Sometimes she wants to go to the clinch. She's aggressive and she's always going looking for the fight. So I think it's going to be a very exciting fight and very we both want this belt. So I think it's going to be a great fight for the fans because there's going to be a lot of scrambles and exchange and a lot of striking. So that's what I know about her, that she's very aggressive and also that she's on a great streak and like a lot of fights winning. So she has a good record. So for me, it's a great match. I love the challenge. I love to to face great opponents. I want the best Daiana Torquato in front of me. I want to beat the best Daiana Torquato. So it's going to be great. Yeah, I think the better the fighter, the better I'm. I don't know. That's the good fights fit me, and it starts growing and growing every round. So I think it's going to be a great fight. Oh, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, Karina. I have to put
Yeah.
myself on mute when you're talking because I don't want no breathing. Every word, I want people to hear every single word. Hey, Karina fighting for legacy, y'all. She fighting for legacy. She wants to be the best. She want to fight the best. Now, one thing I noticed, because I'm not interviewing Diana, because I'm interviewing you. The thing of it is, you know, I noticed in some of her fights she hates a jab, a nice jab. Oh, she hate it. So I don't know. Have your team really, have your coaches? They've been looking at it for you and saying, hey, you know what? She's got this weakness, and if you do this, you're gonna be successful, Karina.
Well, yes, my coaches. They always. I didn't look a lot um, about my opponents before the fight. Sometimes I just look one or two times some of her fights, but then I just let everything in the hands of my coach to so they have that homework of study my opponent and to see the weakness and the strengths. So I just follow the instructions that they told me about the strategy, and we were working some things that we think are going to work against her, and I can tell you, I can tell you.
She can't tell you her strategy, guys. She cannot do that. Okay, don't come on. Don't ask her that. Okay, she's too smart for that. Okay, so a fan of yours named Combo Breaker 99. He said, "Who on your team has really helped you improve on the ground the most?"
Well, this camp I was working in Puebla with another team that is like they are like affiliates, like affiliated to our team, like to Lobo Gym, the Brazilian Warriors. I don't know if you heard about them.
No.
Uh, the coaches are Diego Lopez and Alessandro Costa, and they are two Brazilian black belts of Jiu-Jitsu. And I've been working with them with the last 3 months. So they helped me to improve my Jiu-Jitsu, my ground defense and attacks, and my takedowns defense and attacks also. So every teammate I have something to teach me, and I can I can learn from everybody. So every teammate I have helped me a lot.
Okay, she got a lot of teammates, y'all, and these teammates that really helped her. So you definitely so spending 3 months with the Brazilian Warriors. You feel like your jiu-jitsu was definitely better than it was 3 months ago.
Yes, of course. I think I have a better, like a lot of options now in my game. Uh, I feel more comfortable on some positions, and I know what to do in every position. So I feel great. I wherever the fights goes, I am gonna feel great.
Okay. All right. So wherever the fight goes, she's gonna feel great. Okay, Marcus Bell, he's got a question for you, and I love this because your fans can actually ask you questions right here. That's the best part. Um, he wants to know, during your MMA career, which fight do you believe was the most competitive?
Uh, I think the most competitive. Um, well, the ones I have with Milana Dudieva, I think that was very exciting fight.
I
I
remember that.
really enjoyed that fight. I know she has very great moments, very great takedowns. I know I have my great moments punching her and pressing her and just exhausting her to the point that she can't maintain the rhythm of the fight. And but she keeps coming, and I keep going after her. So I think that fight makes me grow as a fighter mentally. Um, and I really enjoyed that fight. And I realized that when I enjoy a fight, I become more stronger and more powerful. And so that's something that I just learned about that fight, that I have to be enjoying the moment.
Yeah, Karina, I got to tell you, since the last time I talked to you, like your English, your command of the English language is like it's gone through leaps and bounds. Like literally, seriously. Like you, like it's and I just want to. It's a sidebar, but man, have you like really just been practicing the English
Well,
language?
I sometimes I'm just talking for fun, like um, or watching some series or TV shows or movies, and I love to talk with anybody in English just for fun. Like maybe that's why I learned some vocabulary. I learned some words, but I think that continue think that sometimes to think too much what I want to say, and I know I have many mistakes, but also I think people understand me better, maybe.
We do understand you. Okay, we love to understand you because it's great to understand you because you're amazing. Here it
Thank
is.
you.
Okay, so all the rage George Page. He's your new fan, and he's got what, two questions. Okay, here's a big question. I think a lot of people want to know this one. When you win the title, would you want that call from the UFC?
Yes, of course. Of course, I want that call because, first of all, I want to win the title. That's the first achievement, the big achievement, the dream to have that belt on my waist. That's gonna be amazing. And if then, of course, if UFC it calls me, I'm gonna be more than happy to prove myself on that stage.
All right. See, she can prove it, and of course, you're gonna prove yourself at that stage because I've been watching you for a long time. Like I watched you when you were I watched you back in some of your early days, like your first fight when you fought Alexa Grasso. Like that's how long I've been watching you. And I don't know, I've just seen you just. It's almost like right now, even in your 30s, you're starting to like peak. Like you're really as an artist, a mixed martial artist. You're starting to really evolve. Even in a Porto fight, just things that I saw you do in that fight that I didn't see you when I first saw you fight. Like, even like your takedown defense. And it's crazy because Porto has like a really good ground game. And I thought that you did an extremely like great job of the takedown defense and handling that kind of fight. Like, and then, even dealing with pressure. Like I noticed like really small things, or even how you check leg kicks, like how that's evolved. Even the way you throwing your jabs. Like, so I've been watching you for so many years, that I'm just like, dang, she's actually evolving. Like she's really becoming this fighter. That every single fight you've been in every fight against top opponents. I'm just like, wow. I mean, you've had an incredible journey, and yeah, it would be nice to see you, in the UFC and competing against some of the best. It'd be great. Um, but now, me saying all that, George Page, he asked you, so how does it feel now to finally be back in action after all that time?
Yeah, it's great. I feel like Invicta is like my second home. To came back to Kansas is like, it's my seventh time fighting for Invicta. So I feel like I don't feel like it was so long time. I know it was like more than a year that I was out, that I didn't fight in more than a year, but I don't feel strange to this scenery and to all this stuff. I'm very used to it. I feel like it didn't happen so much time. Like, uh, so I'm very comfortable with this, and I am enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the fight week, the everything that evolves, um, all this stuff before the fight. I'm really enjoying this. Even the quarantine that we we are here like in our rooms. We can't go out uh, in until the fight. We can go out of our rooms. We just can go to other rooms from the Invicta staff, but we really can't go out of the hotel. So I'm really enjoying. I'm very concentrated on the fights, and I feel great. I This is like another day in the office for me.
Hey, you said that well. Another day in the office. Hey, that's a term that we use here in America all the time. It's another day in the office. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. See, I told you, girl. You don't beat that in. That English is like great. Okay.
I have to stop seeing The Sopranos, because I learned a lot of bad words
You using
I
bad.
can't use right now, but I have it on my mind.
You use bad words. Come on, I don't believe that. Come on now, come on. Nah, I wouldn't believe that. Hey, but okay. So no filter MMA. He asked you. He said, Karina, do you feel like you'll be stronger? You'll be bigger, faster, stronger at 125 pounds? I mean, well, she normally fights there.
Oh, could you repeat it?
He asked you, do you feel like you will be bigger, faster, and stronger at 125, at 125 at flyweight?
I am flyweight. I'm always been flyweight. I'm gonna be stronger than maybe my other fights, but I don't know. Maybe he thought I was in another weight class.
Yeah, he probably thought you was a flyweight. Now, see, you got the fans cracking up now because they can't believe that you are a fan of Tony Soprano. Like they just can't believe that.
I love Tony Soprano.
Really? Okay, so
I love the Italian American. Yes,
hey, so did
they're
you
very funny and entertainment.
so did you like all the killing scenes? You know, where they had to go get somebody for messing up the money.
Yes, now it's very entertainment. Just and I don't know. I love. I just like that series. This is
Okay,
my second time I watch it,
yeah.
and it's very great. I love the Italian culture. I love food and everything.
Oh, so you like Italian food, Karina?
Yes, I love
Really?
it.
Okay,
My
okay.
favorite food, Italian food.
Can you cook it?
Mm, I prefer to go to a restaurant. It's better.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, have you ever had any homemade Italian food?
Yeah, well, just the pasta, the easy stuff.
See,
And the wine. That's my easiest recipe. Just buy a bottle of wine and some pasta. That's my Italian food. But I prefer to go to a restaurant and order a very great pizza. And
okay. So you eat
yes,
the
I
big
love
pizza. So wait. Whoa. Now wait a minute. Actually, you eat the whole pizza by yourself? Like,
sometimes. I love it. I love pizza, so I eat a lot. That's my favorite food. For my favorite comfort food, it's pizza.
okay, now see, if I ever come to a fight, if I come to a fight, and if I make a homemade pizza, it'll be the best pizza under God's hot sun. Now, would you eat the whole thing? Cause it wouldn't be better than the coach's pizza. I tell you that now.
Yes,
Okay,
I eat out. I eat everything.
gotcha. It'll be the celebration meal. Okay, seriously, I come to a fight, it'll be your celebration meal. The coach's pizza is best pizza under God's hot sun. Tell me that.
You made pizza?
Of course I can. Hey, I can make it. I can make Italian food. I can make Italian
You're
food.
full of surprises.
Yeah. Hey, I can do a whole lot of stuff, but I can make Italian food. Easy work. Easy work. We got you. We got you. Okay. Uh, he said he butchered that question. No filter MMA. Man, they love you. $5. You got $13. Listen. We can get that pizza for 13 American. No, we can get that pizza. That thing gonna taste good. But he said, he meant, do you feel bigger? Okay, so no filter said, do you feel bigger and faster than the UFC flyweights? Hmm.
Well, I don't know. Depends on. There's a lot of flyweights on UFC or different types of bodies. I don't know. I feel strong enough to face anybody on my weight class. That's it.
Now y'all know I love you guys. Y'all know I love you guys. Look here. Y'all better stop. Y'all better ask her some good questions. Okay, what's she gonna say? Nah, I feel weaker. No, she finna say she finna go in there and beat him down because she's a champion. She's a champion. She should be the
Or
champion right now too. But subject for a whole nother video. I'm messing with you. Nah, it was an honest question because he's a fan too. Um, okay, see now you got people talking about the Sopranos. My God. Now you got them talking. Now they're talking about the Sopranos. See, look what you did. Look what you started. You got this.
everybody loves The Sopranos.
Okay.
Did you watch the series?
Yeah, I did. I did watch the series. I watched it. Hey, George Page said, did you cry when they killed Chris?
What?
Did you cry when they killed Chris?
Um, No, I know. He kind of deserved that. He kind of deserved that. Yes,
Oh gosh.
I missed the ¿cómo se pasa? The character
Hmm.
because he was a great one on the series. But no, he was looking for that. That he was looking for that.
Wow. Okay. All right. So he was asking for it. I think. Okay, I got you. He was asking for it because he was
Yes.
bad guy. Yeah. Everybody like, damn. Well,
He was pushing the right buttons for that.
Yeah. Hey, Karina, have you seen Cobra Kai?
Yes,
You have.
yes. Like I don't know how many seasons they have, but I thought I saw on like two or three.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe the third season, in the middle of the third season, maybe.
But you know who Mr. Miyagi is, don't you?
Yes, of course. I call my father Mr. Miyagi because I love that movies. Not because not for the series, just because I love them, the
Okay. Good.
movies, and I love the name and Mr. Miyagi was
Oh.
legendary.
Okay. Confidence. If you ain't know Mr. Miyagi, hey, look, I can't say nothing else. I got to be quiet on that one. But okay, you know Mr. Miyagi. That's why you're my favorite question. See, I mean that's why you're my favorite person to talk to under God's hot sun. Easy. So, but honestly though, when you reach your goal of getting this title, okay, what does Karina want to do next? Like, you win the title. You reach that goal. In your mind, what do you think should happen?
Uh, well, I just want to first win the title. I don't like to go ahead too much because sometimes you plan a lot of things and you know you have you have to focus on your first goal first. Uh, so I don't like to think too much about the next day until I get where I want to where
Okay.
what I want. So when I get the belt, I will tell you what is next.
Okay. All right. When she get the belt, she gonna tell us. So okay. So after you win the belt, you got to come back and tell us what you got going on next because I mean, we're gonna ask. We're gonna want to know because we kind of nosy around here. We because we want to know what Karina Rodriguez got going on. Um. Okay. So with that being said, this fight, you're fighting a very good opponent, tough opponent. Um. How does this fight play out, or what happens during this? Like, how do you think this fight ends?
Mm, well, we have a lot of sceneries on the head when we go to a fight. Uh, we always want to finish the fight. We have that goal on our heads. I personally have that goal of finish the fight on the first round. But I also can see the fight go to the 5 rounds and winning for unanimous decision. I can do. I am prepared for every scenario. So of course I want to finish the fight because I have a lot of fights that I'm always going to decision. So this will be great to not let it in the hands of the judges and finish the fight. But I'm also ready to go 5 rounds.
Karina, I'm really really glad that you brought up judging. And I'm gonna ask you a few more questions. I know you got to really get out of here. I don't want to hold you up because I appreciate this. Um, Judging. What needs to change with the judging in MMA? Like what in your mind? How do judges need to be picked? What needs to be different? Like what do you think about the judging?
Well, I think that sometimes it's really confusing that in the same event two judges have a completely different score. Like uh, I remember in a fight, a judge give me 30-27, and to my opponent 30-27. So it's like, how how could you see the fights so different if you are in the same event? It's very confusing that way. So I think they have to have the same, like, scoring points, like to have this, like
Criteria.
to have this meeting in where they ¿cómo que se pongan de acuerdo?
Criteria.
Where they establish the same criteria that and the same points that they're going to give for the striking and for the takedowns and for the ground control and for the cage control and for the defense and the attacks. So I think they have to make some some rules or something, like a guide for them to really know what to how to score a fight. Maybe.
Well, Karina, I did some research. After when you fought Vanessa Porto, I went and I did research. And God bless, I did research on judges. And did you know that you know like, and it's an abundant, a lot of judges they've never fought before, and they come from backgrounds, like they come from corporate backgrounds, they come from no combat sport background. Period. These are just regular people that they go take a course on how to be a judge. And I kind of find that funny. Like, you guys, you train for weeks at a time. Your body, you putting your body through rigorous. I mean, training is hard. Then you have to cut weight. That's hard. Then to have somebody with no background in the game, just none. Most of those judges, they have no background. Like, they knew nothing about fighting. They took a course and now they're judging you. So I mean, I don't know how do you and your team feel about something like that?
Well, we can do anything about that. Well, sometimes we felt that they gave us the wrong decision, but we also know that we have to make a great, like, a great fight or a great statement in the fight, for and not leave doubts about we win or we won that fight. So yeah, sometimes it's about the judges, but sometimes it's also our responsibility to put things like, that there's no doubt that we won the fight. So we never complain. Me and my team, my coaches, we never complain a lot about, oh, the judges. It's the judges' fault. No, we are like, well, we have to work harder. We have to work harder, and we have to finish fights, and we have to make better statements, and we have to make it clear that we won the fight. So we don't want to, we don't like to stay on the complaining side, you know.
Okay. Well, I guess the coach is going to be a judge then. I'm going to go take the judge's course, and the coach is going to be a judge. Yeah, I think I can sit outside and be a judge and judge these fights. Watch. I think I'll do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But, I should. But I agree with you. Hey, you can't, complaining ain't going to fix anything.
No.
Um, but, I just kind of found that very interesting, though, that most of the judges, they've never fought. So it's kind of weird um, to have somebody judge a contest, where, God, do you even know what to look for? Like, so I've always had those questions, and maybe I can dig a little bit deeper into, how they do it. But I just like seeing, people like you that work, I just like to see everything through the eyes of somebody that know what they're doing, That's all. And I think it's fair, to people like you and all the women that you guys fight and do what y'all do, because it really is a tough sport. You get injured sometimes. It's just things happen, and you know, and you just want to be the best at what you do.
Yes, of course.
I'm with you. I'm with you. We support you all the way. Well, Karina, I'm not gonna hold you, but I got a gift. Okay, I don't want to hold you up too long. These are focus balls.
Oh,
Now, I don't
like,
know if you've ever seen these, but what they do, and I'm gonna give you the ones that glow in the dark. Okay, these are the ones that you're getting. You hang them up, right? You hang these up on the wall, and you can actually. It's kind of neat because at first when I first saw these, I'm like, what do these do? You know, like come on. But when I put them in my gym, and I'm sitting here like jabbing them, I'm jabbing them and then ducking and slipping punches. You can actually use them for that, and you actually get a good workout. So it's got a little clamp here where it peel this off, it sticks to the surface. You hang it up on the ceiling, and I'm gonna send you a video with it too. Like, I'm gonna send you a video on Instagram and show you, like how these things work. But I
Yeah,
people that swear by them, but yeah. So these are coming to you,
thank you very much.
and
I'm gonna use it, and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be very great for me.
yeah, and you got to tell me what you think about him because my sponsor, he's one of my sponsors on my channel. He's giving these away. So when I interview a fighter, this is his product, but it's called the Focus Ball. So I mean I use them in my gym, and I can tell you, my athletes, their timing, because I mean you see what we do, you see the stuff that we do, and it's good for timing. So I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's great. Okay, guys, y'all asked some good questions. Okay, Karina, here is like one of the best because I got a couple of my girls in my gym. They follow you. I want you to know that. And I'm gonna tell you, Karina, you it's four of my girls follow you on Instagram, right? When they saw you, in their uniform colors, those kids like they were like, wait a minute, she fights? I was yeah. Does she get paid to beat people up? I said, yeah, she does. And like wow, like how does she, so they're asking all these questions like who is she? I'm like, well, that's Karina Rodriguez. She's a flyweight, and she's gonna be the next champion, the flyweight champion. And wait a minute, she's an MMA champion. So they were just like, so Karina, I really appreciate you, really just doing that. It just, I don't know, it did something to them, and they really, I guess, admired the fact that you even did that. So I was like, wow, she's Karina.
Oh,
Karina's amazing.
I really appreciate that. I appreciate that you give me that clothes, and but most of all, I really happy that your girls appreciate that and in some way inspire them or motivate them to be better in whatever they're doing. Um, because I also saw your Instagram and your all the videos you put there about the girls training and the gym or doing the how do you what is this what
Oh, okay.
they throw the ball
Shot put, yeah. Shot
what is
put and shot put and discus throw, yeah. The shot
yeah
put.
that so I think that it's very great what you're doing with these young girls and I really admire that part of you
Oh,
and I also admire the girls for for being doing this for them, because they're following what they want, their dreams about being somebody in the sport.
yeah, they are. And I told the story. I deal with a lot of them are at risk, meaning that they could turn to just crime or just streets, or they could try to turn it around. So I'm usually the last stop, before juvenile hall, stuff like that. So a lot of those kids you see, these are kids that are rough around the edges. Like they completely did a 180 with their life because they were, going down. And it's stories, I could just tell you about some of these people. But I just appreciate you taking time out, to just really inspire them like that. And it's not it's a couple other fighters that have too, because now they're seeing, and even some of my boys, one of my boys he follows you, and it's crazy because they were sitting there, they saw you do this exercise, and I think it was a plank, and you were taking your foot, and then you were putting it up, and then you were doing this, and then you were like, and so I'm sitting in the gym like, what are you doing? Oh, well, we saw Karina Rodriguez do this on Instagram, and like a good exercise. And I'm like, what the I'm like, so they were sitting there trying to mimic some of the like, just some of the, like the strength exercises you were doing. And I'm like,
Oh,
wow.
that's
So
great.
you made an impact, and I'm just saying, but that's who you are. So I just have to appreciate that, and I consider you somebody like, wow, this is an amazing person, man, awesome. So,
Thank you very much.
but Karina, as we do, we're gonna send you off. We're gonna send you off. Um, oh, okay, two beasts. This is an important question. What advice would you offer someone aspiring to become an MMA fighter?
Well, I first of all that they go to to look for a great gym to investigate about the gym, the coaches that they're a good school that have good values and that they prove a few classes and just first they have to enjoy the sport like and then if they really love that sport and they really want to dedicate their life to that, well, they can start that journey. But first, they have to live like to prove. I don't know, to try the the sport first, and then make the decision of making a living of that. Um, and they have to love the sport because like any other career, any other thing that you love, it has a the hard and the sacrifices and all the things that you have to do in order to achieve your goals. So they have to love the sport in order to be able to make a living about about this because like everybody says this is not just a job, it's a lifestyle. You is everything turns around your sport, your career. You have to be a healthy person, and you have to, like I said, sometimes do a lot of sacrifices, spend less time with your families or your friends. So if you want to be in this sport, you have to love it. That's my advice. You have to really enjoy it and love it.
Hey, Karina, I meant to tell you the other day, I took my first kick to the body. Ah, it hurts. So, my question, my technical, I always ask you a technical question. Last time I asked you how to get out of Kimura, you couldn't tell me that. I mean, you couldn't because, it was painful. This time, how can I stop somebody from kicking me in the body? What do I do to avoid that, to check that, to block it? That's my tech question, and that's it.
Well, first of all, you the first defense of a kick or a punch is not to be there in the range of where they can find you. So you have to have a great footwork, just to move fast and don't be in the range where the kick can get you. Second, you can block the kick, and third one, you can counter the kick with a punch. So your opponent is going to think two times before he kicks you again because you are going to counter that kick. You can block and hurt because you can block with your legs or you can block with your hands, or you can catch the kick and take down your opponent. So there's a lot of ways to work around somebody that is kicking you a lot. You also can kick the leg that is the support leg, and you can sweep your opponent. So there's a lot of things you can do.
Wow. It's different than taking, because, I'm boxing and wrestling background, but it's different than taking a punch. A punch to the liver isn't as bad, but wow, a kick. Whew, kick to the liver. Man, it's like somebody took a baseball bat and just said,
Well,
bam.
yeah, you have to keep your elbows close to your core area. Um,
I didn't do
like if you're like this, obviously all the kicks are going in. But if you are in like a close guard and you're like I'm gonna like your elbows are here,
that.
it's difficult for the kick to get in
So
like
that's equivalent to checking a kick, then, isn't it? That's
to avoid like it's like a blocking the kick to
oh
go into your liver,
man,
or you can like catch the kick, or you can just move,
damn. Okay,
or you can counter with another kick. Like if he's kicking you with a round kick to the liver, you can make a front kick at the same time so he can complete the attack.
okay, guys. Y'all need to pay for that. That's something, man. You probably should have charged me for that. That's a lot of info because I would have. I mean, honestly, I had no idea because I'm from a boxing background, so I'm holding a high guard up here, like I'm just holding my hands trying to protect my chin.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's hard from a boxer to go to the kickboxing land.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, Karina, I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. I always enjoy talking to you. It's more of an intellectual conversation. When I'm talking to you. Um, well, listen, I appreciate it. Anybody on your team you want to shout out? The person that's beating you up every day in sparring. I mean, come on, anybody.
What?
Oh, okay. The anybody you wanna think like maybe
Ah, okay.
teammates. Maybe you got that one teammate that's beating you up every day that you just want to thank him
Oh
for
my
that.
God. Well, I want to thank all my teammates in Barcelona Warriors. Everybody there beat me every day. They are very well. They don't have mercy, it's a great team, and they always pushing me to be better. Um, and my coach in Lobo Gym, my coaches Francisco Grasso, Alessandro Costa, Diego Lopez, and all my teammates are always they always pushing me, and they are always making me a better fighter.
Okay, they make you a better fighter. All right, Karina, I'm tired of you talking English. Let's get some Spanish going. Listen, let's talk some Spanish. Look, hey, we're gonna have to get it and get it. Okay, so I always tell you, hey, say, hey, this is Karina Rodriguez. You're watching Coach Sheldon Harrison. I want you to send us off in Spanish, and then you know what? Be creative. Just,
What I have to say?
uh,
My last words in Spanish.
oh, yeah, yeah. Listen. Send us off like we about to end the show. Hey, send us off Karina Rodriguez style in Spanish.
Okay. Muchas gracias a todas las personas que estuvieron escuchando la entrevista y que siempre están apoyándome y que están siguiendo mis peleas. Gracias a todos los que se conectaron para hacerme preguntas. No se pierdan mi pelea el 21 de mayo, este viernes, por Invicta y por AXS TV. Y pues muchas gracias a todos los fans de México, a todos los fans de Estados Unidos y de cualquier parte del mundo que nos están viendo. Muchas gracias por el apoyo que nos dan y por seguir nuestras peleas. Y gracias a Coach Shelton por siempre estar siguiendo mi carrera, por apoyarme y por esta entrevista. Muchas gracias.
Man, okay. I mean, gracias mi amiga de inteligente. I mean, I can say, guys, May 21st, 2021, Karina Rodriguez versus Dana Dorcuato for the Invicta Flyweight Championship live on Access TV. Okay, guys, that's what it is. Guys, thank you to Karina. Thank you to her team. Thank you to Karina's translator in the background. Thank you to everybody. Hey, guys, check this fight out this Friday. Okay? Don't be a clown. Watch this fight. Do what you got to do. We're gonna watch. We'll be watching Invicta. I'll be watching Invicta. Karina Rodriguez, everybody. Thank you and gracias. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I've been working on my Spanish. I've been